Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain the lesson coordinate plane. The diagram is showing you a coordinate plane. It consists of a horizontal number line, which is called the x-axis. You have the positive numbers to the right of the 0 and the negative numbers to the left of the 0. And a vertical number line, which is called the y-axis. You have the positive numbers above 0 and the negative numbers below 0. When both lines, the horizontal and the vertical, which is the x-axis and the y-axis, intersect together, they form or they divide this area into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, this one is called quadrant 1. This is called the quadrant 1. And this is how I write it, because we write the numbers or the quadrants in Roman numerals. And this is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is how I write it in Roman numerals. And this is quadrant 4, IV. Before we used to take only quadrant 1. Before I re-explain what we used to take in quadrant 1, quadrant 1 is formed or it's surrounded by positive part of the x along with the positive part of the y. Quadrant 2 is surrounded by the negative part of the x along with the positive part of the y. And quadrant 3 is surrounded by the negative part of the x along with the negative part of the y. Quadrant 4 is surrounded by the positive side of the x along with the negative side of the y. Before, when we used to take quadrant 1, we used to get an ordered pair, let's say 3 and 3. Both of them were positive numbers only. How to plot this ordered pair? We used to stand on the 0, move until we find the 3 on the x-axis. X comes first and then y. It's always like that. Any ordered pair, the first is x, is representing x, and the second is representing the y. So I stand on the 0 and I move to the right side because the 3 as a positive number is on the right side. And then I move up until I find the 3 on the y-axis. So this is the point that I want to plot, or this is the ordered pair that I want to plot. Now it's expanding and I am getting the 4 quadrants. This is quadrant 1. Now you might be getting this quadrant is formed out of a positive x along with a positive y. This quadrant is formed out of a negative x along with a positive y. I won't write x and y. You know that the first one is always x and the second one is always y. The third quadrant is formed out of a negative x along with a negative y. The fourth is formed out of a positive x along with a negative y. So if you get an ordered pair of 3 and 3, in order to plot this point, you will move till you find the 3 on x, move up to find the 3 on y, and that's the point. If you get a negative 3 along with a 3, so it means that this ordered pair is lying in quadrant 2, because when you stand on the 0, you will move to the left side to find the negative 3, and you will move up to find the 3 on the y. Here is the point. If you get a negative 3 along with a negative 3, so it means that you will start from the origin point, move to the left side to find the negative 3, and then you will move down to find the negative 3 on the y-axis. So this ordered pair is located in quadrant 3. If you get a 3 along with a negative 3, so it means that this ordered pair is located in quadrant 4, because in order to find the x, you will move to the side and then you will move down to get the negative 3 on the y. So it's located in quadrant 4. Second info that I want you to get for this lesson is that some of the points might be lying in one of the quadrants, quadrant 1, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 4, and some points might be lying on the axis itself. For example, if you get a 0 and 3, so you have two values. One is a non-zero value and the other is a zero value. This is x and this is y. So you will start for the x from the 0, but you're not going to move anywhere because the first point is 0. For the y, you will move up. So the point actually would lie here. If you're getting a 3 and a 0, this is x and this is y. So for the x, you will start from the origin and you will move here. But for the y, you're not going to move up nor down. So it means that the point is here. So as a conclusion, when you have one of the values of the ordered pair as 0, so the point is existing on the axis of the non-zero value. So if you get the non-zero value as y, so it means that this point is lying on the y-axis. If you get the non-zero value at x, then it means that this ordered pair is existing on the x-axis. Now, the type of questions you might be getting in this lesson are 3 questions. You might be getting, this is quadrant 4. First of all, you might be, definitely you're not going to get simple numbers and simple whole numbers like the one that I just wrote. You might get like 3 over 4 along with 1 and 5 over 6. Asking you, identify the quadrant in which this ordered pair is located without any kind of operation. Since the first one is positive and the second one is positive, then it means that this ordered pair is lying, or it's located in this quadrant. If you're getting a negative 7 over 8 along with 2 and 3 over 9, since the first one is negative and the second one is positive, then it means that this ordered pair is located in the second quadrant. If you're getting negative 3 over 5 along with negative 3 over 5, since both values are negative, then it exists in this quadrant, quadrant 3. If you're getting a if you're getting a positive 7 over 8 along with a negative 7 over 8, so it means that this ordered pair is located in quadrant 4, this quadrant, because you have x as positive and y as negative. So this is the first kind of questions that you might be getting in this lesson, to identify the quadrant where this point is located without any kind of operation. Then you might be asked to identify the exact location of the point. So in this case, you will be converting any fraction given to a decimal, so you would be able to identify 3 over 4. Let's say this example, 3 over 4 is 0.75. 1 and 5 over 6, 5 divided by 6 is 0.83, so it means that it's 1.83. In order to identify these 2 points, the 0.75, you would be getting a bigger coordinate plane, so you might find the 0.75. Let's say that the 0.75 is here, somewhere here, and the 1.83 is somewhere here, so both of them will intersect here, and this would be the point that you want to get. Or you might be asked to identify on which axis this ordered pair is located. Since the non-zero value is at y, so it's located at the y-axis, because, as I told you before, 0 is here as x. For x, you're not moving anywhere. You will move up to find the y, which is here, so this point will lie on the y-axis. And that's it for the coordinate plane. You won't be asked, or you might be getting a point like here asking you to identify the ordered pair of this point. So it will be, you will move on the read the x-axis first, -3 along with 3. That's it for the coordinate plane. Thank you.